Hello, guys, and welcome back to Here We Grow Podcast. Welcome back to Here We Grow Podcast. If you've never been here before, welcome. And if it's your first time seeing this beautiful face, I'm quite Another Judge, and I am your host for Here We Grow Podcast. So today, I'm not alone, obviously. I'm never alone. I think that's one thing I love. I am never alone. Today, I'm with a very interesting guest. Very interesting. Do you want to introduce yourself, Dosi?
I would love you to introduce me.
So this is my cousin.
Your favorite cousin?
The most gorgeous Kasana. The most beautiful girl in Sabeni. Literally. She's my cousin. I feel like we're starting to like get to know each other on a personal level. Yeah. But this is my cousin. No.
I'm past that, darling. But yeah, I'm Akona Nyobole, Twaita's cousin. Yeah. I'm much older, but yeah, we get along so much.
We do.
I love your vibes.
Oh,
I love you, actually.
Thank you. I love you.
Yeah.
So we're just going to talk about, I guess, maybe your... just how your childhood was like, because I don't know how your childhood was
Yeah, because
like.
you were so young.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in the Eastern Cape. My mother is Bongiwe, but she's late now. But umama nfumana ndimncinci, so yabazi abantu abadala, when they get you in a younger age, they try to hide that as a fact ukuthi ihlazo, because our grandfather was a pastor.
Or the great-grandfather,
So, yeah. So, sikhulele emission ecaweni. When she got me, they gave me to my grandmother. I think the firstborn yakabo grandmother one, because there are like 6 grandmothers that we have. Yeah, the firstborn. So, Nkholiswe as her own. I knew my mother in a late stage, maybe around 16. When I started to know my mother, it was a secret.
16?
It was a family secret. Yes.
16?
Yeah.
So, like, would you not see her when it's like family gatherings?
No, my mother was, I think this wildness, I got it from her. Because when she left the Eastern Cape, she didn't look back.
Really?
She was like having her life here in Joburg.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No.
Really? Yeah.
I thought maybe you're like 5
No.
when you found out. 16.
I was so old.
So when you were 16, you're still in the Eastern Cape?
Yes. That's when I started coming this side. I started coming this side when I was 17.
Excuse me.
Because I was like, I know my mom and she's in Joburg. I want to go to Joburg. And I forced it. I forced it. Like, I went, like, being a trouble child for them to just give up and say,
Okhona magambe. So how was your childhood like in the Eastern Cape?
Oh, one thing about me, guys, I'm out there. I'm that girl. I was always out there. So my grandmother was married to a pastor, but to get Eastern Cape, we're not in we see the church. We're in the in Ghanaian church. So it was like a Pentecost church. So I was an usher. I used to teach Sunday school. I was everything.
Really?
I was everything at church. I used to do pageants, like raise money because I loved money.
Oh,
I used to wash.
Makes sense.
Like I was the wild child. Like even in there, you see good. Yeah, this girl. Yeah,
She's wild.
she's breaking every rule around her.
And then the relationship with your grandmother, who you thought was your mom.
It was not that nice. She didn't love me as a daughter. I didn't get that loving relationship. And I thought she didn't have kids. And when I was older, I found out she had 2 kids before me. And she didn't even raise them. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. She doesn't have that motherly thing. But yeah, I had to put up an act to be a perfect child. And it was so exhausting. And I disappointed her every time.
Like, what do you mean disappointed? Like,
Yes. It it was not in me to be perfect, to act good as a good girl. Even we used to go to church. Our church was nearby a high school, a boys' high school. So there would be boys at the pool. We would run from church and go there to swim with the boys, and come back when the buses of the church come back to fetch people and send them home. So I was a wild child even at the younger age.
Really?
I
So you came back. I mean, not came back, but you then moved to
they made a meeting in Tlini because she had enough of me. She was like, I'm enough of her.
Really?
And then they had a meeting, and my other grandmother took me last born, and then she took me.
Oh, you lived with her?
Yes, when I came this side, I lived the Glik style. Yeah.
So your mom, she didn't say, okay, since Wakwan is up, let me take you.
Yeah, the painful part about that, but I think I'm healing from it. When I first came this side, I had high hopes that I'm going to live with my mother.
Nah?
As any child could imagine. Oh, finally, I'm in her city. Maybe she didn't like Eastern Cape. Now I'm in her city. I'm going to live with her. I came. Yeah, ne? I came and I didn't know where she stayed. And my family was so secretive about where she stayed. I remember my other cousin, I asked her to come to show me her house. And then she came. The cousin, we went there. And we stayed the whole day. And we decided, no, we're just going to sleep. Yeah. My mother was in a relationship with another man. She had kids with him. There were 4 kids. I'm the 5th, but I'm the firstborn. So we're there, and this guy comes back from work. She's like, I've been busy talking to my mom the whole day, saying, mom, 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 mom. And she came back at work, and I saw the shift of an attitude from my mom. She was uncomfortable. So, okay, it's time to sleep now. I'm like, Mom, where I'm going to sleep? This guy says, I've been hearing this girl saying, mom, 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 mom. Why is she saying mom to you?
Yo, so he didn't know.
He didn't know. My mother never told him. Good, she has a daughter.
Yo?
And after that, there was silence in the house. There was literally silence. She didn't say anything. She just ignored. And then, that was it. The next day, I left.
Really? So
Yeah.
she didn't I guess try to explain to you about, oh, this guy doesn't
No,
know.
she just said to him, Exeni, no, mtana sekhaya lona. And then I think that broke me.
Nah?
But I wanted so bad to have a relationship with my mother. I didn't see anything. I was hurt by the time, but after that, I was over it because I was desperately needing a mother.
Yeah.
A mother's love.
Yeah.
I never got a hug, Mina. Someone man kala antulise. That thing, I don't know it. That's why naman kala ngoku. I hate somebody that's gonna touch me. I'm like, no, don't touch me. I'm gonna be fine. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah. And then so you moved Joburg, wahlala eGalexdal. So when you fell pregnant, ubuhlala eGalexdal or
Yes, I was in Felixstown.
How old were you when you got pregnant?
My first boyfriend, high school love, my baby daddy, when I was 17.
Okay.
I was 17. I got pregnant. And then they disowned me. Packed my things, everything, and moved me to my boyfriend's house.
Wait. Did they say about, okay, I can't.
They took me there.
Are you serious?
They took me there. They were like, okay, your son did this to our daughter, Mtateni. And my baby dad was like, yes, it's me. I'm taking responsibility. Explained to his family. And the family welcomed me so gracefully. Like, no problem. I'm going to take her.
So how was it like though, the transition from you have a family in Gogo, you have your own family at Gokwenu, and then now you're moving in with these strangers, and now you're expecting a baby.
I think I knew them. I knew the family because after school I would go to my boyfriend's house. I knew them. But the big adjustment that I had to adjust, it was the lifestyle. I'm used to the lifestyle as a kaya, getting everything, like not even like having a problem of food and and they were less fortunate family.
Yeah.
So I had to like grow up. Okay,
Yo,
there are
that's so
people who live
scary.
like this in
Yeah.
life, and I have to adjust now. And yeah, I think I stayed there till my baby was 2 years.
Really? So you guys were together?
Yes.
Oh, that's so
We
nice.
raised my daughter, and then when I was like, she was 2, guys, he changed on me. I was like, okay. And
Also,
then,
you didn't break up because when you were like, ansakufundi hamba.
no, it was him. It was him. And we were growing, we're still young. So I think he was figuring himself out.
Yeah.
We were still growing. We were very young when we became parents. So I don't have bad feelings towards that. I do not have bad feelings towards that. And then after that, that's when I started to be a street kid. That's what I'm calling myself, a street kid. I went to rent to this other house. They knew, hey, foot. I didn't go back home. That's when I left home. That day when they packed my things and sent me to my
Really?
yeah.
So
I've
when
never went back home.
and your baby daddy broke up, the option was
It was
not
a
there.
no.
Really?
It was a no. I never thought about it. I
Sure.
was like, I can do this. I can do this. So I left my daughter Gokwabo, and I was like, I can do this. I can do this.
Girl.
I went to some house because I was getting grant money. And
I'm
at
done.
that time,
Okay.
it was 250.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
It was 250.
Okay, but things were not that expensive
Yeah.
back then. Yeah.
I got this room. Umama khona bekasebenza kuma suburbs, so you'd come end of the month, and he rented out the rooms outside to taxi driver, and then I came along and I told her, I'm from Eastern Cape. I came here to study. So my parents are always busy. So yeah, can she give me a room? And she gave me. Because I was so convincing.
So were you
Me
paying rent or
Yeah, I was paying rent. I
For
was
how
paying
much?
200.
So your rent was 200 rand.
So ndine 250 mna. Dibadal 200. And then, oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Lapa, I would I'm a washing while I would taxi driver and they would pay me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how I made my money. They would pay me. Sometimes, but most of the time I would be with my friends because there's my names. I would go to your house. I know
Oh.
just finish a textbook or something. Oh, I can and then I'll sit and eat. But I think I had good friends. They understood my
Yeah.
situation. I mean, they would bring me food and But yeah, I never slept without eating. I never slept without a roof over my head. I never struggled till today.
But do you not feel like, okay, so for you, having to hustle as a teenager, you don't feel like that was struggling?
To me, no.
And okay.
Because I felt alone for the longest
for the
time.
longest of time, yeah.
Even if I was growing up, the only thing that my grandmother did was put a roof over my head and feed me. But becoming my own person and depending on myself, I learned that on a very young age. So it was not a difficult thing to do. It was never, even today.
So, the other day we were talking, and then you're telling me about a friend of yours. I think you gave me a backstory about your friend had lost her mom, and then Wati, you must live with her.
Yeah.
And then she'd like pretty much taught you how to be, I don't know. Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Should I say like she taught you how to be a slave queen, or like just like be on the street and be wise?
Be on the streets and be wise.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because she was like, you're beautiful. and men will want you and they will use you. I think that's why people still respect me and see me as beautiful, because I never went around sleeping around my way up to get things. That girl was so older than me. Now, how many years? I think she's 45 or something.
Oh, she's older.
Yeah, she was very older. So her mother passed away. She got monies after from her mother's passing. She liked me. I don't know why. For no reason. She was like, I'm gonna tell everyone you're my sister. Come live with me. And then that's how I started to live with her. Everyone knew to Siswam. Because she was so beautiful.
Oh,
and
okay.
then I
So
come
when
to the
ubungibani,
picture.
ubungilebe uMathosa.
Come on, child. In high school, I had the nickname got Beyonce, because
Okay, Beyonce.
there was like, you so pretty.
Yeah. I mean, you are.
I try. I try.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would put men in the room who want me and collect money. I'd no, Siswa Mlwana, you can look at her, but no one is going
You're
anywhere with
lying.
her. And in no, she doesn't drink. You can give me her lunch money. Yeah, she goes to school and she
Wait.
collects the money. And when she will get home, she like give it to me.
Wait. Like, should let them watch you.
Yeah.
And like, what are you doing? Bugel?
I'm chilling with them. They're drinking. They're doing all these things.
So they just, so wait, men pay you just so you can bless them with your presence.
Yeah, just to be there.
You lying.
I'm telling you, bro.
What kind of a soft life is this one?
It's still happening to this day. Like, yeah.
Oh my, what? So how did you like, this is what I want to understand. So when you, I guess when you got older now,
Yeah.
maybe like 21, 22,
Yeah.
and then men would maybe approach you without her being around and they'd want to have sex with you. How would you
I
maneuver
got
that
into
situation?
a relationship with a very dangerous man, not knowing he was very dangerous. And she was not around that day. She was at her boyfriend's house. So her friends come around as usual and they get me at home. And I'm like, no, I'm done writing. Can I go with you guys? It was, there's in those like I'm an event, a stadium. And then I'm like, can I go with you guys? I'm like, yeah, I'm going with them. Hey, this guy, every time when I see this guy, he would give me a 200 note. I remember, I'm 325 years lash.
Yes.
So every time he would see me, he would like, Beyonce. We sing I'm Tonga. He said, come here. What are you drinking? So when I started drinking, Bintanda, e bad girl. There was a drink, it was called a bad girl, a blue.
Is it blue eyes?
No, it was a blue bubble gum.
Okay.
Tish flavor. At some time izinto zakho blue. And yeah, Agni is 200 every day. So this other day, that's a number nature. Okay, my friend. Not naming people.
We'll cut that part out. It's okay.
So, number again is told me I meet this guy. Hey, I'm meet her. His friendly is always hi, I'm good. Getting you. Do you want something? Yes, no, I don't want anything. I just want food. And he buys me food. While I'm standing there, I see my baby daddy. He's so drunk. And out of nowhere, he comes rushing to me. He wants to beat me up.
What?
And live with me. Let's go. When are you my wife? Wara. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And he's out of it. I can see he's drunk. And then I run off to that guy to ask for help. And then this guy was like, it's late, very late. We should be going. Let's go. I'm like, okay, where are you going? I said, no, let's go. And now I'm scared to say no because I've been taking this guy's money for a longest time. And I'm like, okay, let me go tell my sister's friends. And when I'm like going to tell my sister's friend, they're approaching me. So I couldn't go anywhere. And I get to the car. We go to the garage. I'm like, yeah.
Uzifakile ngoku.
Yeah. What are we doing in the garage? are we buying condoms? What's going on? I'm scared. I'm thinking all of this thing, and I'm an overthinker. I'm like, shit. Okay, this is happening. Okay, let me take a
So
big
you
breath,
you had
Nana.
to like prepare
Like
yourself
I'm
mentally.
preparing myself
Oh
mentally.
my
I'm like, okay,
gosh.
but I was not dating. I knew this guy. I liked him. He was cute, famous, but his stories were scary. The things I would hear about him, they were very scary. He was killing people. He was like in
So
especially
did
police.
you feel
Nan,
like
nan.
you had to wait? So did you sleep with him that night?
I'm still getting there.
Oh, sorry.
Don't rush me. We go to his place, and the first thing that guy said it to me, go bath, please. I'm like, why? Actually, we're busy dancing and like
the-
getting sweaty and all that. Go bath.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. I went to bath, and while I was bathing, he got to the bathroom and he washed me. He bathed me, helped me to bath myself because being a pavi, bath myself. And then after that, he took me out like
He
wangvala
carried you.
ngethawula. Yes, wangvala ngethawula. And then wangibeka embedeni. And he looked at me and like, tell me about yourself.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. Ufuna ukwazi ntoni ngami? I was like, anything. You're so pretty. I don't understand your story. And when I and your sis wakngathi sigebengu nje, but you are moneyed. Don't. Because was moneyed. No, we're doing fine. We're doing okay. At was that guy who wanted to beat you up, like my baby dad. Oh, you have a child. I'm like, yeah. How old is she? I told him. I'm like, okay, I like you and I would love you to be my girlfriend, but I have a wife.
What?
Yes. I would love you to be my girlfriend and I have a wife and she's not going to disturb us. This is going to be your house. She has a house. So from now on, this is your house. Just like that. And we dated for years till he went to prison. He's still in prison.
He went to prison.
He's still in prison.
You're one. So when you were like dating and you've like heard all these stories about him, were you not scared that he's gonna be like,
That's the thing about criminals. They're so soft
really?
towards their woman.
God.
Oh my God. That guy, the way he treated me, I think he's the one who set at my standard with how I want to be treated as a woman.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So
He
how
was
old were
very
you?
Sweet. I was like 20s. Well,
And how old
21,
was he at the
22.
time?
He was in his 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. He was so understanding, so patient with me. I was young. He was so protective though. That's what I loved about him. He was so protective over me. If he felt too good, I'm not okay. Yeah. He would push all the boundaries, wouldn't be right.
Yeah. So I know that you have a very high standard of dating men with money and powerful men.
And no.
So I want to ask you now, with your experience of dating like powerful men or just men with money,
Yeah.
right? As someone who is unemployed, uhlelele nje endlini, girlfriend, what is it? House? What is it? Stay-at-home girlfriend. Stay-at-home girlfriend. Have they ever? Because I always hear that people like to say that when you're dating a man who's like rich and very powerful, and you're just like a stay-at-home girlfriend, or you're not like, I guess, you're not putting anything on the table.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm the table, honey.
Yes. Do they feel like, have they ever like abused you, like emotionally, physically, financially?
Unfortunately, no. The only abuse I felt, it was in my marriage.
Oh my goodness.
But those guys I dated, they treated me so well.
Really?
I don't have any bad thing to say about my exes. Not even a single thing. But now they are cheaters. Oh, they will cheat on you.
Really?
Yes.
With younger girls?
Yeah. You know, you are rich, you have everything, you can get any girl that you want. But Mina, that's why my friends always joke. I'm a, they say I'm a wife material. So
Okay.
every time I date someone, they want to keep me in a safe corner. I'm not their girlfriend just to be
Like a
tossed around.
trophy
You know,
wife.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm that girl who's been always protected, like being ikanda. We understand
Not
all.
in Bogoto.
I can't. I can't be embokoto. I'm a very soft person. I'm a crier. Mina, I'm a very strong person. I think I'm a strong person by nature. But in a relationship, I don't want to be strong. We understand? Yeah. But I think on my past relationship, my marriage taught me so many things that I wasn't ready to face.
Like what? So she was married, guys. And yeah, life happened.
Yeah. I think once you get older, we ngathini uyawehlisa ama-standards wakho. I thought ukuthi
Maybe
I
you
could never marry a guy wasestratweni nantontoni. I wanted a man who's family orientated, a man who's not in the streets so much, not the kind of man I'm used to. And
so
that's
you
how,
wanted the opposite of
yeah,
what you
but
date.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Okay.
Yeah. Firstly, he was so insecure and he tried to break me every chance he got just to make me forget who I am.
So I think like I don't want to focus
On that,
him per
yeah,
se,
yeah.
but just like because okay, fine, you got married, that was great. Did you feel like you're finally settling? I'm going to have this family that I never had.
Yeah. Yeah. I was very excited. I was so happy because he was not the first guy who wanted to marry me. But funny enough, I accepted him.
Okay.
And the minute I said yes, everything moved fast. Like the lobola, and I wanted another kid. I was like, my child is a teenager now. I need another child. And everything was rushing, nje. And ngapa, COVID. And when all of that is happening, you don't see other things clearly.
Yeah.
And remember, I was still growing as a woman, as a woman ngathini, I was growing into this. Good, I'm someone's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. And there's so many things to tackle there. You don't know what you're doing right. You don't know what you're doing wrong.
Especially when it's
but
your first time.
Yeah, but you allowing yourself to listen to all these advices outside, all these noises outside, and you try everything that you can inside the home. But I was really excited. I think even now, I love the idea of having my own family, like my own family.
Is
that
it
I
because
built.
you never had one?
Yeah. Like I have a huge family. Our family is really huge.
Big.
But it's
I feel like the intimacy,
Yeah.
it's not there.
you know it.
There's no
Even
intimacy.
like we must not show our vulnerability.
Yeah, I think so. Talking about vulnerability, you lost your mom, I think 2015, eh?
2015 December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this yesterday, and you were telling, was it yesterday? Okanye?
Yeah, I
don't
think it was
remember.
yesterday.
But you're like, it's something that you haven't like healed from.
Yeah, I haven't, because my mother, she was killed by the husband, my stepfather, and I never saw the body. I was so in denial that, yeah, didn't. I was not that involved. It was a funeral in because I was not. I was trying to think so hard to Guti. This is not
What
real.
if, yeah.
This is not real. That's what I kept telling myself. With this is not real. This can't be happening, because into ezinjalo uzifunda emaphepheni, uzibona ema-TV ukuthi umuntu ubulelwe indoda yakho, umchisile ntontontonton. You understand? I never thought it would happen to us.
Yes.
You understand? So it was
That's
very
true. Yeah.
very shocking and painful. So yeah, I don't think that I have healed from that. And I think Noguti, we were still building our relationship as mother and
Oh,
daughter.
really?
But I think she died us being in a good place.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So do you feel like with all Puff, I feel like now the GBV has simmered down. But during like COVID, a lot of women were getting killed left, right, and center.
Yeah.
Did that not trigger you?
It did. I even wanted to start a campaign
Oh, really?
after her.
I think we
Something,
should do that.
yeah, something after her.
Yeah.
But one thing about me, Ntasi, I always have a problem. I think everyone thinks like me, and that's not
It's
how
not the
it is.
case. Yeah.
I don't think I have the patience.
Okay.
We understand something like that needs a patience because umuntu abuse I start ngengqondo.
Mm-hmm. True.
Because we used to tell my mother every day, good, phuma kulo muntu akakuthandi, he's abusive, because beyahlala mbetha almost every weekend.
Do you know what's interesting was that I think I don't remember. I don't remember when this was, but a while ago, because we're talking about your mom, and then my mom mentioned something. She's like, you know what's scary is that very same year, but I think in like April,
Yeah.
the husband boyfriend, she's about it, but she's a baby.
We what she said impahla, like
Yeah.
everything. Like,
And then my mom
and
and
the
my
furniture.
aunt, they drove from Pretoria all the way to the East Rand. Uthi xa sifika hayi sana umuntu uhleli nomuntu wakhe phandle uthi hayi sika utshise ibhedi nantontoni. They're like, yo, we're so and my mom was like, I was shouting at this person, but
she was like
abantu,
that. She would
had
call
fixed their
me
problems.
screaming. He's beating me up. She's beating me up. When I get there, maybe he's a police or something. She's like,
fixed
no,
their problems.
usilelo. She would turn on me. Usilelo. She doesn't want to see me happy.
What?
That's me.
So do you feel like, okay, would you, Wenania, do you feel like would you stay in an abusive relationship?
No. One thing about me, I'm always ready to start afresh, start over. I think that's why I always say this. Everything I've went through made me who I am today. I'm a very strong person when I'm alone. I'm not scared of being alone. That's one thing about me. I think I've been alone all my life. So being alone is not something new to me. I don't depend on anyone to be happy or to feel fulfilled. No, it's not me. It's not me, honey. And I think I have a good judge of character. Every guy I've dated, yeah.
But if you like, let's say you really love this person and then maybe they don't abuse you like physically, but like emotionally
That's
and
abuse.
psychologically,
That's
would you
abuse.
stay?
Why am I single now? Why am I not in my marriage anymore? Thank you.
Okay, that's very interesting. So I want to ask you this now. Knowing that your mom had you when she was a teenager, and then you also had a child when you were a teenager, are you not like scared that, oh my gosh, this could be like a generational thing in my family?
It is. And
Like a generational curse.
It is. It is. And it's so sad. It's very sad. But yes, sometimes I believe in, how can I put this? In God's plan. I think that's the simplest way to say it. It is.
That's sad. So as I think Izolo, you were telling me that nah, I pray a lot and stuff. And you know, I think that made me realize, Bana, regardless of what you do, regardless of the lifestyle that you live, we at home, I think one of the main principles, or I don't know what to call it,
the way we were brought up,
it was
umthandazo.
praying. That's one thing that we believe in, praying no matter what. So I think for me, it's obviously very easy for people to judge and be like, oh, yeah, but it's like at the end of the day, because this is what I was taught at home, regardless of how they treat me, regardless of the fact that they're not welcoming me, I will always pray.
Yeah. I think you saying that my relationship with God grew when I was not at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ekaya, they taught us to go to church, go that it was like a norm,
You're like,
something I have to do.
what is it called? When you passively going
Yes.
to church.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we
But-
all were like that though.
But when I was starting to grow and becoming a woman and everything and understanding the Bible, because I knew the verses, but I didn't understand them. And when I started to understand, I felt so whole and content. I think I love God. I think
mean,
I'm still here because
yeah,
of
of
God's
him.
love. Like, I'm a very spiritual person. I love praying. That's my thing. And some people, when I'm in that mode of praying and nan or listening to gospel, they laugh.
Really?
They laugh good. Oh, this is not you.
You don't. I know, you know.
Uh-uh.
So do you feel like?
Oh, my makeup. You're ruining my makeup.
But you know what? Can I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm really happy that. Okay, maybe not happy, but it's really great to see that you're getting emotional
Over God.
over God,
Yeah.
not because of your traumas.
No.
Because it's like I feel like you are a very strong person.
I am.
Like the things that you've went through, Sana,
Yeah.
there are a lot. So for you to know, Bana, regardless of what I go through, I know that He said in His word that He will never leave me nor forsake me, and you
No.
believe that
Yes.
wholeheartedly. It's really great.
Yeah. There's so many people who don't know my story. And when they see me, they have another perspective of me. They think I'm this happy person. Oh, well, I'm happy. But trust
Perfect
me,
life.
like I have a perfect life. Others actually say I drive. Oh, I can't. Maybe we're going out of groove. Can you give us a lift? I'm like,
Hey,
a
people.
lift? Where? You understand? But I think God has been good to me in His own way.
Yeah.
Asithatha ama blessings
Ngokufana.
ngokufana. Mina, I have things I'm like, God, I thank you. Some others would think money for them, houses, cars, but for me, it's things that money can't buy that I'm thankful for. And just having healthy kids, having the life that I have, it's not perfect, but it's my life. And I love it.
And the
I love it.
struggles.
Yes. I can think in a struggle, Mtasekai.
Yeah, that's true.
I can think in a struggles. And trust me, if you don't have struggles, meaning there's something that you're doing wrong. The devil's not attacking you well.
Yes.
You're not.
I'll cause wrong son. You're not a threat.
Yo,
You're not a threat
nothing.
into his
You
kingdom.
are nothing.
Yeah.
So when you feel like you have so many pedals to like fight, no, good eye. There's something I'm doing right.
Yeah.
And now the devil is not happy. And when the devil is not happy, yeah, he will show himself.
Speaking about spirituality, ne,
Yeah.
have you ever dated a man or because you know how these days these rich men baya kuktwala?
Yeah.
Have you ever been with a guy or twali?
I have stories.
Where twala?
Yeah, all those things. I've had stories about my other ex.
What?
Uyathagatha. And yeah, I would tell him, Ahleke. He would laugh. He would laugh at me. I'm like, why? Makufika wena? Because he had an establishment. I'm like, why makufika wena endaweni yakho? He had a certain thing he used to do, and it would get full like
Really?
in 30 minutes. Ofika ku-empty then. Like, what's going on here? I answered this thing, and like it would packed. I'm like, wena muloyi. And he would laugh at me.
When I'm muloy.
And he would laugh at me.
But were you not scared though?
No. I feel like I'm a God's child
Okay.
and I'm practed wherever I go.
So you're even okay with risking?
Lalela, my darling. Meshach no Abednego bafakwe emlilweni.
Hi. Lando yasewisile yathetha.
Afaka emlilweni.
Phela
Babona
se-Sunday
indoda
school.
kus4. So mina ngingafaka emlilweni. Ucinga ba angahlala angambi nami. God is always with us, watching over us. When something horrible happens to you, it was meant to happen. Even no one ngafa ngishayiswe imoto or bekhona umuntu onhlabayo or got raped or killed nantoni. It was his will.
So do you feel like you're ready to accept everything, whatever his will is? You ready to be like, okay, fine. If I was meant to,
I think if you want a happier life and not sulk and feel like ukutwena
pity party.
Yes, ufile otherwise uyogqiba imali yakho ngeenyanga and become those girls amhambe enyangeni waqala nje waba broke uye enyangeni acinga there's something wrong. No, it's life. It's like this.
Nah.
Sometimes it's gonna be good, sometimes it's gonna be bad. When wacinga uba uthi yonke into yakho mehlali right, that's when you are wrong.
So can I ask you now, since you going back to having a child, do you feel like you were, I mean, your parents were not present for you. They're not there for you.
No.
Do you feel like, are you trying to be present for your children?
Yeah. I think it made me to be a better mom.
Okay.
To my kids. Because I know how it feels not having a present mom, a fun mom. Just being a mom.
Just being a mom.
You don't have to be perfect. Because it doesn't come with a manual being a mom.
It doesn't.
But I think that's the most thing I love about my life, being a mom.
Really?
I love being a mom. That's the best job God can give me, not the labor one.
And actually, speaking about labor, do you not, I don't know how to put this, but do you not feel like when you're dating older, like men with money, because I'm saying this because every time when I date someone and they are the provider all the time, I feel very uncomfortable. Oh, their music, my candy.
One thing about me, I've dated good men and they always gave me a space to grow, whatever I want. So they be like, you can say whatever you want. I can take you back to school. No. So yeah, my exes, others took me to school.
So you don't feel like a burden to them?
No. They never made me feel like that.
Okay.
They never made me feel like that.
All of them?
All of them.
Sure.
Like,
that's wild.
I've been treated like a princess, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because and you deserve that.
I don't know. I don't like to dwell to the beauty side, actually.
But
I think I have the best character ever. Like, having me in your life.
But I feel like, if we're being honest, pretty privilege works. I don't care what you say. When you're beautiful, you will get almost everything that you want without having to sleep with the men.
That's the thing. I think it goes with you, a girl, how far we would get to find those privileges. So for me, it's always about dating because I like you and I have fun with you. Nandon. And funny enough, all the guys I've dated, I never knew good their money until I was in a relationship with them.
What?
Then I found out, good, okay, this guy is this guy.
This guy is
the
owner layer.
Yeah.
Cause she dates like the owner. Then please, the biggest establishment is it in South Africa, in Gauteng?
I win. So yeah.
I'm not gonna say which part of Gauteng though.
But yeah, I've been known to date men with money, but at first I didn't know they had money. Because he approached me, I think I'm closer. The way you're gonna approach me, gonna go a long way.
Okay.
Because uzobona elinye side lami ungalithandi. Andihleki noba ungubani. So yeah.
And the other day you were telling me about when you get to, I don't know, should I say the name of the establishment? Nah. And like when you like sitting on your like your table,
Yeah.
everything, random guys can't just approach you.
No, they know me. That's always that's what I always say. A man who's gonna approach me, he doesn't know me, because the man who knows me, they're like scared of
Whereas
me.
about Akona Ngubani.
Yes,
And
they know
Akona
good-
doesn't just date.
they know it's, oh shit, she's that girl. And don't.
Oh, Beyonce.
It's not like go to I don't date guys with not money, but that's how I'm known in the streets.
In the streets.
Yeah,
I'm screaming.
but it's not like
Basana.
into any show good. I prefer men with money. I prefer a guy who's gonna love me and take care of me. That's it.
Do you feel like now you prefer that because you're more matured and you're like, it's
Yeah, it
iconic.
goes with maturity. Yeah, it doesn't.
So when you were like my age, would
I had a list,
really
a ridiculous one. When I'm coming to think of it now,
what
like
did
I
that?
don't wanna date guys. What much I always dated guys, Mercedes, BMW, like those cars. I used to have like a ridiculous. It was stupid. I didn't want guys who were working. I wanted guys who were businessmen.
But with having that list, as I guess in your like early 20s, mid 20s, did you would you tick everything on the list? No. When you would get into relationships with those guys, they would tick everything on the list.
Yes.
But okay, he's driving a Porsche.
Yeah.
And
because it was stupid. That's why.
Okay. So about I think I'm asking this
and it didn't. If the list didn't even involve how they are as lovers. It just things they had.
So
they
it
must
just
have.
revolved around
Yeah.
the materialistic things.
Yes. That's why it was so stupid.
Yeah. So would you say that you were materialistic at the time because you never got to, I guess, maybe receive materialistic things from your mom and your dad?
Yeah.
Like in present, nobody more baby girl.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's that. And the power that comes with it. I felt the longest time, I felt like I was powerful because I knew good I would get this and this out of this guy, and I did it who and who and who. So my reputation. Yeah.
Mattered.
Yeah.
So now that you're older, do you feel like not older.
I don't give a
Let's
fuck.
say now that you have evolved and matured, you
I'm
don't
a mother.
care. And
I want to be a better person.
Yeah.
I think now I just love who's gonna love me.
Yeah. That's closely to now that I'm a mother. You've had your daughter ever since you were a teenager.
Yes.
When you were in your 20s, you're not present.
I was not present. I didn't feel as a mother at all because and I was so relaxed in effect. When she started being older, but I would take her on my weekends, like holidays, go to Eastern Cape and for holidays and. But I think I owe my daughter a lot. And I always apologize to her.
Yes.
That's one thing I always do. I was never a mother to her because I was trying to keep up with my life.
With your life.
Yeah. So I think I apologize so much to her. But one thing I love about my daughter, I think she's like me. She doesn't dwell.
Yeah, on
she
negative
doesn't.
things.
She's like, I love you regardless. You didn't leave me in the streets on Shekaya.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong you did.
I feel like it's great that she understands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. And it also puts you at ease as a mom. But okay, even though I wasn't as present as I would
guilt
love,
will always
it
be
would
with
be
me
there.
forever.
Yeah,
but she does put it at ease.
So do you feel like now with your son, you don't want to repeat that mistake? Because like you are so
hands-on,
so mushy and so hands-on with your son.
I'm so hands-on with my son. It's not even funny. I planned that child. I was like, I'm gonna have a child. I'm ready. I'm ready to be a mom. My son, yeah. No, I planned that
Completely
baby.
changed you now.
He did. He's obsessed with me. I'm obsessed with him. Yeah, he's like a mama's boy.
Oh, that's nice. Oh man. Is there anything that you want to say? Anything in specific? How to get rich men?
I don't know.
Just be nice and look pretty.
No, don't be
Okay.
nice. These guys are douchebag, most of them, because they have money and they think they can get any girl that they want. And don't. But yeah,
So can I ask you now?
know your worth.
Okay.
Know your worth. Always know you the price.
Yes. Remember, you are the prize.
Okay. So if you put that in mind, go to Mtuna Malin and don't be that girlfriend. Yes. Okay. Because someone has so
Money.
much
Yeah.
more than you and he's doing that and that and that. Have your voice.
And use it.
Use it. Nage you are asananqelo. Mna?
Okay, guys.
Diphuma kuwe ingathi sana lalela, I have a plan.
And there's no plan B, sana. But sabona pambili. Period.
Sana.
Okay, guys. Remember, you are the prize.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Would you like to come back though?
Yes, please invite me.
What do you want to talk about?
Anything. And
So to
I love the
anything,
fact that we are drinking.
Tips ne?
Not sad.
Wena.
I can handle my alcohol.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's fine. But would you come back though? What would you like to talk about when you come back?
I think we didn't tackle enough of how we start to believe in God and knowing God.
Okay.
Like,
Do you want us to?
some people think knowing God is going to church, nandon, all those things.
But it's having like an intimate. Y'all, I have an episode about building intimacy with God, and
yeah, I know.
it's
I,
true. Yeah, you need to have your own relationship with Him. Don't rely on umfundisi wasewisile.
ukuthi mna ndikhulele ecaweni, or mna ndazi icawe, or mna ndingumfundisi.
Yes.
There's so many pastors who are doing wrong things, who are further to God than ever, but they are pastors.
There's this, I think it's a verse in the Bible where these people, like, they were performing miracles. And then after that, they're like, oh, I don't know if they were to Jesus, like, oh, Jesus, we've done 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. And Jesus said, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Just because you did 1, 2, and 3 in my name, it doesn't mean that I know you. We don't have a relationship now. When you just use me,
Yeah.
So I really think we should talk about that. I feel like it would be great for people to see you in a completely different light.
Yeah,
I
not
would
this
love
party
to,
girl they know.
Yes, I would love to see that part of you.
Yeah.
Who's like Mtase? But I know you won't disappoint me, Sana. In you, I believe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next episode. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. What else? Like.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
My past.
Your past.